on a sun-splashed Saturday morning, we welcome you to where the West begins. Beautiful Fort Worth, Texas, in the battle for the Iron Skillet for the final time. TCU and SMU, the Big 12, versus the ACC. Sonny Dykes, of course, led the Horned Frogs to the national championship game just 3 seasons ago. Rhett Lashlee, the head coach for the SMU Mustangs, had his team in the college football playoff just 1 year ago. SMU a field goal off the right upright from 49 with Keltner off the mark, and TCU with a chance, a drive that was thwarted near midfield as Denman chopped down at the 25. Third in the country, dating back to 2 different schools. SMU has it first, and on first down through the A-gap, TJ Harden, the UCLA transfer, barrels his way across the 30 and a gain of 6. Wade McSparron on to punt. 2-1 SMU Mustangs, second year in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Jordan Dwyer, Idaho transfer, a little bit of real estate. Dancing out short of the 35. In Dallas. First touch for the Horned Frogs. Jeremy Payne in it, running back with a crease, and a big gain. Payne racing for 21. TCU off that impressive Monday night, Labor Day night victory against North Carolina. Nobody gave the Horned Frogs a chance. Here's Josh Hoover. And escapes out of bounds back into field goal range. A 13-yard gain on the ground. Sonny Dykes electing to go for it. Battle motions out. Hoover's going to escape. Straight ahead for the first down. Into the red zone. Floated, far side, and caught. Tearing the jersey and into the end zone. Eric McAllister. And the first touchdown of the season for the Boise State transfer from 27 yards out.
Well, the ball hadn't found him yet this season, but that wasn't by design. It was just by matchups. All of a sudden, Josh Hoover sees the pressure, avoids the pressure, and Eric McAllister, we're talking junk to the SMU players on their sideline, so the student section is going to try to make an impact on this game.
Mentioned Jordan Hudson has returned after the elbow injury. Chris Johnson to the edge, and SMU with its first down. 14-yard gain on the ground for the Mustangs. Third and long, here's pressure. Jennings able to fire a strike to Jordan Hudson, and Hudson. Second and 12, Jennings to his right. The pump fake, the fling. And the grab was made for a first down by Jalen Cooper, so the talented freshman.
You can actually do fade balls to him as well because he has the size and the speed to make the play.
Hoover, quick strike. DJ Rogers, short of the line to gain, brought down to the 25. So Hibner in motion, Jennings the other direction, front pylon, and incomplete. Jordan Hudson, it was bobbled for a moment, and unable to catch it cleanly inbounds.
Well, Jordan Hudson receives a perfectly placed ball.
The field goal attempt coming for Sam Keltner, who technically is the backup kicker, but had a better preseason camp. And from 28 yards out, and the right hash, Keltner. It's SMU on the board. And Robertson from North Texas. You have a Purdue transfer and also one from Mizzou among that front 4. Second and 10, Hoover under duress, fires it into traffic, and Payne bounces his way for the first down. Payne again, up the middle. Late penalty marker for Rhett Lashlee's club. That was Curtis in motion. Leaping grab, the first of the afternoon, in the morning, I should say, by Jordan Dwyer. Hoover ran it in this instant moments ago. Instead, it's DJ Rogers. Inside the 15, another first down. Clean pocket for Hoover. Jeremy Payne into the end zone. And it's that easy for Josh Hoover, his second touchdown pass of the day.
5'10", 180. But watch him out of the backfield. He's going to be matched up against a linebacker. The linebacker is not going to be ready. He tries to fight through the traffic, and unfortunately, he's not able to. As a linebacker, you have to understand that those cut splits mean you could get picked. You have to go over top or underneath, and Payne knows that as well, so that play is run to perfection.
Josh Hoover calm, cool, and collected. First down plays for both sides haven't been electric just yet. Off the screen, Romello Brinson. Well, the Miami transfer. Good start to his senior campaign.
Right now to go inside. I want to attack the receivers.
EB in motion. Harden able to keep those legs churning and crossing the threshold there to midfield. A 3-yard gain on 4th and 1. Jennings directing traffic, a late delivery, and it's complete. First down and more to Ymir Knight. Sammy was right at the line of scrimmage and delivered it exactly when he had to. On 3rd down, Jennings sidestep, one defender across the goal line for the touchdown, Matthew Hibner.
Not only that, this unbelievable block on the edge. You're going to see essentially Kevin Jennings has more time than he needs, and he gets the ball across his body while he's fading away. Series 10 passes, 3 runs. Now they're running it more, so they're keeping the defense on their toes.
Backside pressure, Hoover sensing it and was fortunate to maintain possession of the football with Cam Robertson breathing in his ear.
If you're SMU, you can hold them to a field goal, force a turnover. All of a sudden, now you have the momentum, even though you've played poorly in this first half.
Hoover, end zone. McAllister. And an interception by Smoke Robinson.
See ball, get ball, and Jalen Davis Robinson sees the ball in the air, in the receiver's hands, and he takes it from him for the interception.
Devin Deal, the tackle. Mustangs in search their first lead of this ball game. They've got 2 timeouts to work with and plenty of time. Jennings to Harden. Another first down. Into plus territory. Harden still on his feet. Still alive. Churning the legs. Brinson motions out. And the top receiver for Kevin Jennings so far this season. And Jennings delivers wide of his intended target, Brinson. It'll be 4th and 7. Keltner from Keller, Texas. Redshirt freshman and the backup kicker to start this season. Keltner stoinks it off the upright.
And it's a game of milliseconds. It looked like Sam Keltner actually stepped a little bit early before the ball was snapped. I don't know if it was nerves or excitement. So I'm not sure what Reschel actually told him at halftime. Whatever it is, it worked.
Scott Simon said we have to bend, but don't break in this game. McAllister on the crosser. Big play. Still in bounds and shoved out near the 10.
Every defense has one soft spot. Hoover found it.
Longest play of the afternoon, 48 yards to McAllister off the pump fake. McAllister again. On 2nd down, here's Hoover into the flats. Manjack has it. Tries to shed one defender and another across the goal line. Yes!
And there was an opportunity to stop him. Jaden Milner-Jones had a chance to make a tackle, but he didn't. He tried to hold on for dear life, ask for some friends to come. But if you let go, Manjack's going to find the end zone. Great effort.
3rd down and 6. Pocket is there. Safety valve is too. TJ Harden. What would have been consecutive 3-and-outs forced by this TCU defense. Play caller Andy Avalos. Great job he's done. RJ Maryland, first time we've called his name, and the tight end back from the ACL tear.
He's too strong, so that was the size of RJ Maryland is what stood out on that play.
Great to see him back and healthy. Kevin Jennings across the line of scrimmage, now will run it. Bad ankle and all, no problem. A first down inside the 30.
I expect them to run right here, but just keep an eye out on Jennings as this game goes on.
TJ Harden through the hole, on his feet. First down and goal for SMU. D'Amico Green, the SMU running back. Very high on his potential. Jennings in zone, breaking open and caught. Ymir Knight for the touchdown. 75 yards in 10 plays.
And this is similar to Kevin Jennings' touchdown pass earlier in the game. He's fading one way, throwing it the other, but his receiver.
Kavorian Barnes, the starting running back. Trent Battle in, flanking Josh Hoover. He'll motion out on 3rd and 2. Hoover surveys. Pass is corralled and a first down. Manjack. And using his mind and his route running to inflict damage on SMU's defense so far today. Battle against the grain, a first down and more. Into SMU territory, rumbles down to the 35. Jeremy Payne also trusted. And Smallwood in motion. Hoover, they'll set up the screen. Corralled by Payne, out of the air. Inside the 30. 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 4. This time, the Horned Frogs need 15. Hoover, flush, down the field. Man-to-man coverage, did he catch it? He did not, out of bounds.
This time he let it go too low. This is what we call high point. Catch the ball at its highest point. The only issue is that left foot may have been on the line. And if it's on the line, it's first foot down, then it's out of bounds.
Kyle Lemmerman, the starting kicker for the Horned Frogs, banged up. McCashlin's effort is wide right from 47. Ponies need 8. Jennings off the back foot. Tight end came back to retrieve it. Well short of the first down for Matthew Hibner. Perhaps overcooking the ham on that attempted touchdown strike moments ago. McSparent. Jordan Dwyer. ACC does take a look at all of those plays. On 3rd down, a big completion and a first for TCU. Jordan Dwyer. It's 2 old Southwest Conference rivals, toe-to-toe one last time. Hoover's going to be sacked back at the 12. Horned Frogs need 23. Hoover knows it underneath. DJ Rogers back to the original line of scrimmage. A 4-point game in the SMU defense after the holding penalty assist, forcing the quick punt by TCU.
220 pounds, he's 6'2", built like a linebacker. That's something to watch out for as much as you want to see them throw the ball down the field.
It's been effective. UCLA transfer. Jennings off the back foot, lofts it, racing underneath to make the catch is Romello Brinson. Sam, I didn't think he had a chance. Then he turned on the jets, and he picked up 30 in the process.
I don't know how he did that. Romello Brinson had completely stopped in his route. You thought the quarterback was going to be sacked by Devin Deal, but the level of acceleration and focus and...
Play clock winding down, in motion quickly is Hibner. Jennings, confident in the pocket, seam route, there it is, and the SMU touchdown. Jordan Hudson is all the way back, and the Mustangs have their first lead of this football game after a full dislocation in game 1.
And nor is there anything easy about what you're going to see TJ Harden do. He's a running back, number 27. He picks up this blitz, and he allows Kevin Jennings just enough time to make that play. Without that protection by Harden, this play doesn't develop. And then Jordan Hudson runs a seam route. We talked about that cover 2 and the way they try to play it. Perfectly run seam route to split that defense.
Time for Hoover, delivers a strike. McAllister off and running. Eric McAllister for the TCU touchdown.
It's the most critical down in football. Josh Hoover's going to get it to Eric McAllister on a 5-yard slant. But Jalen Davis-Robinson, number 11, or number 13, and Jaden Milner-Jones, number 11, both missed tackles.
On 3rd down, Jennings wants it all again. Man-to-man coverage, and I don't think so. 3 straight incompletions, spanning just 19 seconds. And McSparent back on the field for the Mustangs. No fair catch for Dwyer. Jordan Dwyer corralled quickly after a punt of 50 yards. Nothing on the return.
SMU was bringing pressure. I expect them not to bring pressure this time. Rush with 4 and drop back.
McAllister in the seam. Hoover waiting. Now delivering straight up into the air. That throw was bothered. McAllister like a center fielder at midfield. first down for the Horned Frogs. Thought about calling a timeout for a moment. Ran down towards midfield, now on third down. There's McAllister. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. The hat trick for number 1 for the Horned Frogs.
And when you're in this coverage right now, Jalen Davis-Robinson is 7 yards off. And maybe he fears the speed of McAllister. Maybe he fears his size, but you can't be that far off on a guy like Eric McAllister. Why? Because he has the size to get inside of you and the speed to outrun you. So you need to be able to put pressure on him and not allow snow angels to be made in the night.
Hudson went in motion. Jennings, the sidearm delivery. Chris Johnson Jr., first down SMU. And Johnson tripped up.
Director of high school operations. We asked Coach Lashley about the relationship. He said it taught me confidence. Speaking of confidence on the field right now.
Andy Avalos thinking about bringing pressure. He retreats. Jennings off the back foot. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Johnson. Stepping out of bounds inside the SMU 35. And a big-time turnover, Jamil Johnson. Position for the Horned Frogs.
Yeah, and he got the pressure. He felt pressure up front. Kevin Jennings did, so he threw the ball, trusting his receiver. But Jamel Johnson said, hey, don't trust him, trust me. I'll get.
Fourth down. Mustangs need a stop. Horned Frogs trying to keep their foot on the gas. Toss back to the freshman running back. John Denman will push the pile across the 25. And a first down for TCU. You wonder, will Josh Hoover maybe think about trying to fire one more towards the end zone? Final game of this rivalry. And that one just falls harmlessly incomplete. Looking. And the backup quarterback, Ken Seals, a transfer from Vanderbilt. Jennings. Intercepted. Jamel Johnson again. Out of bounds. With 7 seconds to go, his second pick of the fourth quarter. And that will do it. The TCU defense, after trailing by 3 earlier in the fourth quarter, comes up clutch. Jamil Johnson, his second interception in our final 15 minutes.
Phenomenal eyes by Jamel Johnson. 2 picks, could have been 3, maybe even 4. Had his hands on a bunch of opportunities to get interceptions.
And Josh Hoover, a great sign. Back on the field for one more kneel down. And to put this one on ice. SMU gave it a go, grabbed the lead. But it's TCU forcing the punt, a couple of interceptions. And that will do it. Sonny Dykes told us yesterday, I don't think we've said the words iron skillet all week long. He won't be talking about it for the next couple of years after this win against his old team across town in Dallas. Our final score, 35-24.
Eric McAllister and Josh Hoover join me now. Josh, I got to start with that one, though. You took a hard hit, took some time getting up. What happened on that play?
Oh, my whole body cramped up for about 20 seconds, and I'm good. So it was just a long day, and proud of our team for finding a way to win. I mean, wasn't always clean, but good teams find ways to win in the fourth quarter. That's what we did today, so I'm proud of our team.
Absolutely. A lot of work for you two. Quite the connection. Eric, I got to start with you. The coaches told us yesterday in meetings, we've got to get McAllister going. What was your mentality heading into today's game?
You know, we got a lot of great guys everywhere. I was going to keep doing my job, and who was going to find me eventually. You know, today we did that, so, you know, good game. Love who, love this team. Got to keep going.
254 receiving yards, which is the second most, 254 receiving yards for your guy, the second most in a single game in TCU history. How can this propel you through the rest of season?
I think it's just a game we got to look at. You know, those guys were thinking they could just guard everybody one-on-one, cover 3, and it just shows that those guys got to man up and they got to play true. So if teams are going to do that all year long, it's going to be a great season.
Josh, we talked this week. You've got an arsenal of wins.
kept fighting. I mean, it wasn't always clean. We had 3 drives in the first half, scored on 2, had an unfortunate interception, just bad luck. And then second half, struggled early, found our stride. It's just a testament to our guys, never quitting, never stopping, never stop playing. They just keep fighting hard, and proud of our guys, proud to be a Horned Frog.
Y'all had some crazy ones. You're going to have fun watching film this week, I'll tell you that. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Taylor, thank you. Second most receiving yards in a single game in TCU history, and the most receiving yards by an FBS player this season. Eric McAllister, an incredible display of athleticism and speed, productivity. Sam Acho and Taylor Davis, I'm Roy Philpott, 35-24. Congratulations to TCU with the Iron Skillet.